Have you ever wondered what makes up every living thing on this planet, from the smallest bacteria to the largest whale? Welcome to the fascinating world of cells, the fundamental building blocks of life. Whether it's the towering trees, the buzzing bees, or you and me, we're all made of cells. These tiny units form the foundation of life, a microcosm of complexity and wonder right under our noses. But who first discovered these tiny units of life? In the mid-17th century, an English scientist named Robert Hooke made a groundbreaking discovery. Hooke, curious and determined, peered through a primitive microscope at a thin slice of cork. As he looked closer, he noticed tiny box-like structures, a sight no one had ever reported before. These structures, he realized, resembled the small rooms or cells that monks lived in. So he decided to call these tiny structures cells. This was the first recorded observation of cells, and it marked a significant shift in the understanding of life. But Hooke's discovery left us with a burning question. What are these cells? Are they just empty boxes, or is there more to them? This curiosity led to further investigations and discoveries, which we'll get into in a moment. But what exactly is a cell? This question has sparked centuries of scientific exploration, and we're about to delve into the fascinating world of these microscopic building blocks of life. A cell is the smallest unit of life that can replicate independently. This simple phrase holds the essence of the immense complexity and beauty of life. Every living organism, from the smallest bacterium to the largest whale, is made up of cells. And each cell, no matter how tiny, is a bustling world of its own. Imagine the cell as a city. Within this city, several structures or organelles perform specific roles. The nucleus, for example, acts as the city hall, housing the cell's DNA and controlling its activities. The mitochondria, akin to power plants, generate the energy needed for the cell to function. And the cell membrane, like city walls, guards the cell, controlling what goes in and out. Now, there are two main types of cells that you need to know about: prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells, like bacteria, are simpler and lack a nucleus. On the other hand, eukaryotic cells found in plants, animals, and us humans are more complex and have a nucleus. Cells are like the bricks of a building, the individual units that come together to form life. Yet they are so much more than just building blocks. They are complex, self-sustaining units that carry out a multitude of functions necessary for life. Cells are incredibly important, but why? Let's explore this further in the next segment. Cells are the foundation of all life. They carry out the functions that make life possible. Now let's dive a little deeper. Cells are like tiny factories with different departments, each performing its own specialized function. This division of labor in a cell is what keeps us and all living organisms functioning and thriving. Consider this: when you scrape your knee, how does it heal? It's because of the magic of cell division and reproduction. Cells divide, creating new ones to replace the damaged or dead ones in your skin. This is how growth and repair happen in all organisms. But the role of cells isn't just limited to growth and repair. They also provide structure to the body, facilitate nutrient absorption, and even play a crucial role in our immune system, defending us against harmful invaders. So, cells are the building blocks of life. But what are some theories about them? Let's move on to our next scene to unravel that mystery. The cell theory, proposed in the 19th century, is a fundamental concept that helps us understand the nature of life. This theory, in its simplicity, is a cornerstone of biology. It has three main points that give us a glimpse into the exciting world of cells. Firstly, all living organisms, whether a tiny amoeba or a majestic elephant, are composed of one or more cells. This means that cells are the building blocks of life. They're like the bricks that make up a house, but oh, so much more complex and fascinating. Secondly, the cell is the basic unit of structure and organization in organisms. Think of it as an all-in-one mini factory, doing everything from producing energy to getting rid of waste. Lastly, cells arise from pre-existing cells. This principle implies that life is continuous, passed on from cell to cell. It's like a life-giving relay race that's been going on since the dawn of time. From their discovery to their importance and theories, cells